Hello everyone, in this video we will discuss about equipment and tooling selection. This is a very important topic in the process planning and tool selection. This is unit number 4. I am Santosh Sangai. I am working as an assistant professor at Department of Production Engineering, Kekeba College of Engineering, Nasik. Okay, whenever process engineer receive the part print, he have to design the process plan, and in the process after the designing the process plan, the selection of equipment is a very important step. Okay, the selection of a proper equipment stands out extremely important steps and a responsibility of a process engineer. Okay, because why it is important? Because the wrong decision of a selection of equipment will suffer through the lifetime of that particular machine. So there is a whenever process engineer select the wrong process, it only suffer or it only cost for the 1 year for the one product. But whenever process engineer select the wrong machine, then it will cost for the company for the lifetime of the lifetime of that particular machine. So selection of equipment is a very important in the process planning and tool selection. Now first of all, whenever process engineer have to select the proper machine, he must get the proper information about the different types of machines available in the market, because whenever he will choose the whenever he choosing the machine, whenever process engineer is selecting the machine, he must get the proper information about that particular machines. What are the different sources of the selection is the first of all contacts within the organization. The process engineer may have the different contacts in his organization. After that, the machine manufacturing representative. Okay, so there are many machine producing companies, and they having their EMR or manufacturer representative. So they will directly come with the catalog to our company, and they will show the different types of machines and different features, different advantages and disadvantage of that particular type of machine. So process engineer get the proper information from the manufacturer representative. After that, process engineer maybe to attend the machine tool manufacturer so where he get the proper information about the latest technology and latest features of the different machines. There are many technical societies are available from where he will get the proper information. After that, there are many magazines, catalogs and periodicals are also published about the different machines. So he may be refer the magazines, catalogs and periodicals. There are many surveys are conducted by the different companies, and that survey is related to the equipment. So the results of the different surveys may be the basic information for the process engineer. So these are the some basic sources where he get the information about the selection of equipment. Okay, so there are, whenever we will discuss about the basic factors while selecting the machine, there are two factors. First of all, one is the element of cost, and second one is the machine design or quality. Okay, the quality of that particular machine, or what are the features of that particular machine. So these are the important two factors on the basis of which we have to select the particular equipment. Okay, so first we will discuss the cost factor. This is the first factor. The cost factor is applied here fall into the three broad categories. Okay, there are three broad categories of the cost factor. First one is the investment cost, what is the operating cost, and what is the intangible cost. Okay, so we will discuss step by step, point by point of a different cost. So first we will discuss about the investment cost. Whenever we will discuss about the investment cost, so first of all, the cost is comes under the what is the investment for that particular machine. That is the, if we are purchasing the some particular machine and we require the 5 lakhs to purchase that particular machine, then our investment is the 5 lakh. After that, initial cost of that particular machine and its accessories. Okay, there are different accessories available with that particular machine. So whatever the cost associated with that particular machine accessories is also comes under the investment cost. After that, what is the installment cost, what is the transportation cost. Whenever we are purchasing the machine from the China, and we are purchasing the machine from the Gujarat, then we get the different transportation cost, but they may be the their initial cost of investment may be the different or vary of for the same features, but transportation cost also play important role while selecting the machine. After that, tooling cost. What are the tooling, different types of toolings like dies, jigs and fixtures. Next one is the after that, ongoing cost. Okay, so that is also comes under this particular investment costing. So what is the depreciation and obsolescence floor price cost? After that, what are the different interest, what are the taxes, and what are the insurance for the that particular machine is comes under the cost factor. Okay, next we will discuss about the operating cost. So operating cost comes under the that is the direct labor cost. After that, indirect labor cost for the different types of machines. After that, fringe benefits. After that, direct materials required. After that, indirect materials required for that particular machine. Normal maintenance, repairs, scraps and rework. After that, power. After that, perishable tools. So all these factors comes under the operating cost. Now we'll discuss about the intangible cost. These are the costs that occurs but are usually not easily anticipated or estimated, such as downtime cost. Okay, so downtime cost may be the caused by the lack of material failure of the machine or its auxiliary equipment, operator carelessness, accidents and many other things. Whenever machine is down for the service, whatever the reason, it may be the caused downtime on the other machines. Okay, so this is the intangible cost associated with that particular machine. So what are the reliability of the machine, that is also important while selecting the particular machine. Now we will discuss about the design factors. So the feature design into machine play an important part in its selection. The knowledge and experience of a process engineer is important in this consideration. Okay, so we the process engineer knowledge and experience is comes under in this category. Now first we will discuss about the accuracy. What is accuracy? That is the prime accuracy, that is the what is the built into the machine's basic geometry, such as minimum spindle run out. After that, degree of parallelism between the various surfaces and so on. There are many accuracy factors or geometrical tolerances we already discussed in the second unit. So that is the prime accuracy. What is the machine accuracy? After that, what is the producing accuracy? Suppose we purchase one particular machine, what type of accurate product it will produce, so that comes under the producing accuracy. So while selecting the any machine, we have to consider the what is the prime accuracy of that particular machine, as well as the what is the producing accuracy of that particular machine. Okay, combines all features such as overall process and addition to the machine, include tooling, skill of the operator and the degree of control over the wear, dirt, deflection, workpiece variation and damage to the parts. Second design factor is the productivity. Okay, so what is the productivity? That is the output divided by input. Okay, so what is the we get the productivity for the, that is the when we get the number of parts for the less time, then we call it as a more productive. So what is the productivity of that particular machine? What is the materials of a construction? Which materials are used to construct that particular machine? That is also important criteria. After that, there are many automatic controls are giving day to day. So what are the different automatic controls, or what are the controls given to that particular machine? That is also important criteria. What is the power consumption of the machine? What is the lubrication given? Which type of lubrication, and what is the efficiency of that particular lubrication is also considered. After that, what is the speeds and feeds rate range? Okay, so on what is our requirement? Suppose we require the 3000 rpm for the machining, and then we will must select the CNC which having the maximum which having the speed more than the 3000. Okay, after that, bearing and spindle. After that, what is the safety required given in that particular machine? Is it given that the repair of the particular machine is a very simple or a hard? After that, what is the checking or loading and unloading conditions? So there are many companies provide the robotics arms for the loading and general operating considerations. So these all are comes under the design factors. Okay, so thank you. Whenever we select the machine, we have to take the consideration of this particular criteria. So while selecting the machine, this criteria should be considered. So if you have any question, you can contact me on the sbsangre@kkvak.edu.in, and my mobile number is 7588557203. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much.